2-minute warning, everybody. I know we're all stretching our legs from finance. IT's getting the meeting set up and we'll get started shortly. Let's grab some snacks. Okay. The time being 10:52 a.m. on February 28th, 2023. I'd like to call this meeting to order of Kane County's American Rescue Plan Committee. Clerk, please call the roll for attendance.
Kenyon,
Here.
Bates. Was here.
She was.
She's here.
She's here. Gums,
She said she wouldn't be
Oh.
after 11. Yeah.
Leonard,
Leonard here.
Molina. Strothman,
We heard Melina. We got her.
got you. Thank you, Molina. Surges, Tepe,
Happy here.
and Sanchez.
Sanchez present. If I could please have a motion, could someone please ask for unanimous consent to approve the minutes of January 25th, 2020?
Deputy so requests.
Deputy asked for unanimous consent. Any dissent? Hearing none, the minutes are approved. Public comment, anyone here that wishes to deliver a public comment in person or online? Seeing none online or in person. We will move on to discussion items. Program manager update, Mr. Phillips.
Good morning. I'm Peter Phillips, the County American Rescue Plan Program Manager. Have a brief update. We sent the slide deck out yesterday. So we will begin with the department project risk assessments update. Ernst & Young since our last meeting, and we beefed up their team that was working on the assessments. We have 40 completed assessments. And I believe we have 3 more, but we also have some micro projects that have developed out of some of the agriculture projects. Still the same projects, but just the way it's being approached has been divided up into more projects. We have assessed since at a high level since our last meeting, the ARP project, department projects for potential for the Infrastructure Jobs Act, the Investment Infrastructure Jobs Act. We've identified 19 of the current 42 department projects that may be more appropriate for IIJA, which ultimately, if that were the case and what the committee decided to do and state's attorney advised, that would free up potential ARP money. 7 risk assessments are on my desk for review for me to distribute to the department heads for them to then initiate their portion of the risk assessment. We have 1 resolution today for the judiciary technology update that is being presented. That has gone through that risk assessment accompanies that resolution, as will be the case with all these department heads. Risk assessment will accompany the resolution. We have the KDOT project was slated to be here today, but we had some developments regarding federal funds matching that needs to be further assessed. So that is currently on course for the next ARP meeting. And then two, we have another 12 projects that are in a medium to advanced, getting to an advanced review stage that are potential for resolutions for your consideration to authorize those project spendings next committee meeting. And then Blair, there you, thank you. We have for the community support grants, we have 19 of the grants that have fully dispersed all the funds out into the organizations. We have 12 that are partially dispersed. That includes 6 of the mental health one grants that are the $333,333 that will have multiple disbursements. We have 3 currently waiting. Actually, I think that may be 1 now, but we had 3 projects that were waiting on further expense follow-up from their organizations. And there are still 8 awardees that have not submitted their expenses. We have made contact with them since the 23rd. And that contact has either been a telephonic voicemail, and that is after a series of emails. And then Jenny and I, there are a number of those, and I don't know the number off the top of my head, that we did get updates from the executive directors as to what their intention is for submitting their expenses in the next several weeks. And that is the community support grant. So going forward, what we are presently working on, and Jenny and I, and Chairman Sanchez is involved in this, and hopefully this is one of the last things that he's involved in on a somewhat day-to-day basis. We're working on the back-end development of the software systems, the internal process that are being born of the lessons learned from the risk assessments and the development of the department projects. That also includes standardized and electronic forms and templates, some of which we are utilizing currently. And then the iterative process for all 60 projects, and that will be something that will be tangible with forms and accessible to both the committee and board members and public to track the projects for the departments as they progress. And all of that, all these items, we anticipate providing a substantial update on at the next committee meeting. And that is the update for this week. Does anybody have any questions?
Any questions for Mr. Phillips? Okay, thank you. All right, a couple of discussion items, and I just wanted to get them on the agenda in case we were fully ready to have these conversations. But ongoing and future resource needs, it's really a conversation we'll have in full next month with the resolution, talking about extending or amending our original not to exceed amount with our consultant Ernst & Young. So we've been meeting with them, had some back and forth and requested some more information that we just got in Monday. So I haven't had a chance to put it all together for you guys. Going to be sending that out soon, and you'll have a chance to digest it. We'll follow up and see what you think about it going into the next meeting for that conversation. The other one, the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act. We met with EY to discuss this. It's new. They don't have a specific subject matter expert on that act at this time. But we have, our plan is to continue assessing all of our projects under the ARPA lens, get them ready for resolution to go into approval mode, and then give us some more time to investigate the IIJA. There is also a conversation going on county level to bring on a lobbyist. So seeing how that turns out, whoever is selected may be helpful in also getting us some information that would be useful for the IIJA. But otherwise, Ernst & Young will be on it, working with our state's attorney. And its potential, there's, as Peter mentioned, there are quite a few projects that are marked as potential for IIJA funding. So when we get to that point, they may have already been expended and approved with ARPA money, but we can come back for reimbursements and then have some new ARPA money that gets opened up. So that's the only updates on those important items for you today. I have nothing else for other committee matters. We do have a resolution before you, and I'll entertain a motion in a second for authorizing the use of state and local fiscal recovery funds to fund judicial technology modernization for the Kane County 16th Judicial Circuit Court.
Leonard moves.
Leonard moves.
Molina seconds.
We'll give it to Molina. Okay, so this one, is, again, we're bringing forward the departmental requests that were already conceptually approved in our spending plan and all the processes we went through to review those department requests. It has been a little while since we initiated that process. So in that time, there has been some changes, such as cost of materials. And I believe that is one of the drivers of a difference in a difference in price for this project from what we originally
Down to the resolution.
were estimated at. But we have Andrea O'Brien and Charles Lasky, who are our leads on this project. So if anyone has any questions about this, they would like to ask, we will bring them up to the podium and get your answers. Otherwise, Mr. Kenyon,
This is what this money is meant for.
correct.
It'll benefit everybody in the county.
Yes.
And it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes you'll wonder, but this is. it'll
Andrea
benefit
O'Brien at
everybody
the
with
podium.
their-
You might want to pull that microphone right in front of your face because it's not sensitive. So.
Andrea O'Brien, Court Administrator. Thank you. We appreciate the comments. Yes, it is to serve our citizens of Kane County to have better access to the courts and the judicial system, to allow them to not have to take time off work, to save them time for finding childcare, to appear in person in court. So this is for the hybrid and the remote hearings that we started, or, we had to start with COVID, and it's a continuation of that. It's just permanent installation of equipment. We kind of had to put it together quickly. So we have, TV monitors on carts. We have owls in the courtroom that we found out have some deficiencies with audio and visual video. So this would be a permanent installation to serve our citizens better and make us more accessible.
Ms. Bates.
At the risk of repeating anything that I didn't hear, I'm sorry, I'm a few minutes late. I'm a very strong supporter of remote access. I believe this is the future of the courts will be, I think it's a great service to the court people, to the people who are coming in for their hearings. And I would like to support this. So.
Any other questions or comments on this? Okay, clerk, please call the roll.
Yes.
Bates,
Bates, yes.
Gums, Leonard,
Leonard, yes.
Molina,
Molina, yes.
Strothman,
Strathman, yes.
Surges, Tepe,
Tepe, yes.
and Sanchez.
Sanchez, yes. I don't believe we have anything under old business. No need for executive session. I promise next month will be a much longer meeting. Or a lot to talk about, lot to vote on.
We don't need a
You're gonna
promise.
feel like you did something. Until then, I'll take a motion.
I'll move, we adjourn.
Second to adjourn, Strathman. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, get out of here.
Over.